What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to this multi-time frame forecast. We're going to be going over USD Swiss franc, and I just want to quickly go review what we had talked about months prior, actually, and it's finally coming into fruition. So before we actually get started with the multi-time frame analysis, I need you guys to do one thing, and that is like this video and this idea. Not only does it support us, but it gives others the opportunity to see these ideas as well. Like we say, there's always more than enough money out there in the Forex market. No need to be greedy. So do us, everyone else, a favor and like this idea. That being said, let's get straight into it. So this is what we had set up like months prior, probably in February, if I remember correctly. And that's the thing about swing trading and kind of somewhat positional trading as well. It takes a while for setups to become valid, but when they're valid, there's a high probability that they're going to reach the different target points. As you can see right here, this one was extremely close. Ended up doing a manual close on this particular trade. And just to give you, look at this is a 1-to-4 risk reward ratio, and this is almost 800 pips on this particular trade. So it's a lot of pips. And if you were actually watching and taking these trades, obviously you'd be able to execute these same exact trades based on your entry conditions and retrieve and receive some of these pips as well. But what I want to do real quick is I just want to delete some of the older um, analysis, and then we're just going to redo some analysis for what we should expect moving forward. Now, if you're a scalper, you have several different trading opportunities to get a nice little bounce right here, and actually where it's at currently. But so we got this extreme down push with impulsive leg to the downside. We should be expecting a retracement anytime soon. So if we go back to the weekly chart real quick, you can see this leg right here is the reason why we have this target set up. Now, if it does end up reaching there, what we're going to be looking for is trying to figure out where the next move upward would be. So just based on structure alone, assuming it actually reaches this area or it gets relatively close, the actual 38% threshold would be up here where this major support area was on the monthly time frame. And if we do make a move up there, that would be a potential area. Once again, this is an idea. So a potential area for us to be looking for additional shorts since we do have a lot of downward momentum. However, it could continue upward and test this trend line once more. As you can see, it got initiated, it got tested, and then it got validated. So it still has potential to be a valid testing point in the near future. But because this area has so much significance structurally, it could just end up seeing some resistance in this zone right here and end up doing another reversal. So once again, these are ideas because this is so far away for us to be actually looking at setups. So for this particular instance, we would be looking at two different ideas. So if you're a scalper, we have a buying opportunity for you, or a short-term swing trader, we have a buying opportunity for you, and it's going to look something like this. Essentially, we got a 1-to-64 risk reward ratio. And this, once again, like I said, is based on your entry conditions, but this would be more of a scalp move. And in all honesty, since you're scalping, it doesn't really matter too much. You could just have the target point a little bit lower. You're not necessarily trying to reach and scrape all the pips up here because, once again, you are scalping. So there's no need to be greedy. Now, that's trading idea number one on the shorter time frame. So that's a little bit more sooner. And that one has a higher probability of occurring regardless, just because of the nature of the trade. There usually is a bounce after a long extension in either direction, upward or downward. Now, the long-term idea, once again, putting an emphasis on the fact that it is simply an idea because it's too far away for us to validate it, would be something like this. So we have several different target points that we can be looking at. The first one would be here, and essentially, oh, perfect, is literally dead on. We'd be looking at something like this because we have an extension on the previous leg, and that would be our target point. And once again, the entry point would be at this major support zone, structural support zone. And this one, as you can see right here, would be a 1-to-3 risk reward ratio. Now, if price does end up coming and making its way up to this major support zone, once again, we want to not only just execute based on the structure and the position of the price itself, but also validating everything based on your entry conditions as well. So be sure not to forget the fact that you need to validate things on your own. I am simply here just to show you the potential setups and ideas based on what we're seeing and what we've seen in the past. So once again, two trading ideas: short-term traders, scalpers, we have a buying opportunity; more long-term swing traders with a little bit more certainty. If we do see price move up to this area, we're going to monitor it here, and then we'll be looking at potential shorts down to the 0.8865 level. All right, so that's USD Swiss franc. As you remember, we did end up hitting TP1 and TP2 on this particular pair, something that we had called months prior in February. So be sure to not only check out the previous videos, but the future videos, because if not, you are missing out on a significant number of pips. That being said, I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you in the next video.